The last 10 years we've worked with kids and youth at some of the largest churches in America as well as Europe.
And we get to high-five hundreds of kids every weekend and talk with dozens of parents. And when they hear that we make high-quality video games, they get really excited and ask us, listen, we have the Bible in printed form. We have it as audiobook. We have it in movies, TV shows, in theater plays, even as comic books. Why don't we have the Bible in video game format yet?
So we talk a little bit more with them to try and find out what exactly they're looking for, and they give us the following requirements. First of all, they're looking desperately for a game that is not, doesn't have over-the-top blood and gore, but still has enough tension for their boys to like it.
Exactly, and they want a game that is true to the Bible, it still has high entertainment value, but doesn't take away or add to the stories.
Next, they want their 11-year-old to be able to play the game, but also the teenager of the family, as well as the parents themselves, who are often gamers.
Exactly, and they are quick to warn us that they don't want a cheesy Christian media production. They want the highest industry standards.
It almost needs to feel like a time machine brought you back to those days, so you can experience the stories while you're really there.
And the last requirement is quite funny. They want a game that you can pause pretty quickly so that there's no meltdowns at the dinner table.
Yeah. Now, why is that game not here yet? Here's why.
No, just hold their pay for a couple months and then fire them, all right? This is the game industry. They have no rights! Barbara, hold my calls for the rest of the day! Who do we got next? The Tornado Twizzlers.
It's Tornado Twins.
All right, well, skip the introductions, all right? What game are you pitching to me?
It's a game of the Bible. It's really...
Yeah, time out, okay? I could have sworn you said the Bible.
He did, actually. It's a massive game where you play the stories of the Bible, the characters, the battles, everything.
The games and the battles. That's funny, okay? That's what we call in publishing a bad idea. It's not gonna work. The book's 100 years old.
It's quite a bit older than that, but the beauty is that still every year it's the most popular book in the world.
Listen, the Xboxes, okay? The Wiis, the Game Cubes, all right? The Game Boys. They're not gonna allow it, okay? It's the Bible, it's too risky.
Well, I don't remember the theaters having any problems with, the Passion of the Christ, Noah, and what are those vegetable movies called again?
Right, listen, okay, that's the movies. That's up on the screens. The video games, it's on a controller, all right? That's not gonna happen. It's just because industry is cutthroat. Dog eat mouse. This is life or breath over here, okay? I got two words. Two words. Never gonna happen.
Now, if it's going to happen or not depends on you. Here on Kickstarter, you can support projects that aren't fully completed yet. And if 11,000 families say, you know what? I want this game to become a reality, and I'll pledge $35 or more in exchange for the full game once it's done to make this happen, then we can make this a beautiful experience.
Now, our commitment to you is to turn the full Bible into a video game. But it's a lot of stories, so we have to split them up into different games. And the first game is the game of David. This will take you through the book 1 Samuel, from David being a shepherd all the way to him being king of the nation. At any point in the game, if you're wondering what chapter you are playing, you simply hit the pause button and it will tell you.
Now, in order to push the boundaries of quality, we've taken the 2D platformer, the popular format, and brought it over into a 3D world. So that way, things that happen in the foreground and the background influence the gameplay, and it constantly keeps you on your toes, so that we can recreate the story of David and the challenges that he had to overcome. Now, in order to make the game as high quality as possible, we've asked our friends in the games industry that worked on games like Assassin's Creed, Star Wars, and Lego games to help us out, and they've been doing a phenomenal job so far.
And we've been able to develop the art for the first 3 episodes of David.
That's right. So that includes, what does David look like, the prophet Samuel, and the Philistines, and much more. But also the environment that they live in, which is, every plant and tree and bush that you come across, but also wild animals that live there. Now, we're ready to put all those pieces together into the actual gameplay, but for that we need to hire very skilled developers, and that requires a budget. To finish all 10 episodes of David, we need to raise $380,000. But that seems like a lot, but actually quite low for a high-quality game budget. And by crowdsourcing through Kickstarter, we can work with you and thousands of others to raise this amount. Now our funding goal on Kickstarter is set to only $35,000, and that's the minimum amount we need to finish the first 3 episodes, because we've already been working on those. But with your help, we can fund this Kickstarter 1100% to make all David episodes possible.
Now we're asking you to act, and to act fast, because the faster this project is funded, the more people get to see it. And also, we'll get to make more levels of David and make them at higher quality. Also, Kickstarter works a little bit like a countdown clock. If the level isn't reached before the timer runs out, then the project is cancelled and no funds are transferred at all. So this is our one shot to make this for you and your family.
So we're asking you to click the green button that says back this project and to put in your pledge. It only takes a couple of minutes. And after that, if you could tell other families that would be interested in this, it would really help us out tremendously. Now our friend and pastor Rick Warren says that this is a game changer for families and gamers alike, and we believe he's right. Now there are only so many projects that come along in a lifetime where we can put in little effort to help a lot of people, and this is one of them.
And we've dedicated our lives to serving families, and we can't wait to serve yours in this new way. So put us to work.